course, we're in the business of finding homes for cats and dogs and reuniting dogs and cats with their owners if they're lost. We're all about getting animals spayed and neutered so that they're not producing more pets to walk through the shelter doors. We provide opportunities for adults, trained adults, and students to do volunteer work at the shelter, walking, petting, grooming, that kind of thing.
Well, our rescue was established just over about a year and a half ago, and we do rescues throughout Idaho and Utah. We also do a lot of trapping. We have one of our live traps here, dog traps. We do trapping out in the Magic Valley and counties that have a feral dog population. And what we do with those dogs is we rehabilitate them, make them adoptable, and that's one of the other facets of our rescue, is that we do take difficult dogs that most folks won't. And most of the time it's just simply socialization that they need, so we spend the time and resources to socialize them, and they turn out to be great animals. So one of the services that we provide free of charge to just the citizens of the valley is if they're, and we've done this numerous times in the past, if their dog becomes lost when they're hiking or even escapes and they're unable to capture them. Sometimes dogs even won't come to their owner's voice when they're out in a difficult environment. We go out and set up traps, and we get a large amount of volunteers that will actually come out and help. And we've been pretty successful trapping them pretty quickly. So, and it's one of the services that's fairly new in the valley.
So what we do is we go around Magic Valley and we try to clean up, especially in the cities, the feral cat population. It seems to be quite an epidemic, and most feral cats in the city didn't start out that way. They started out as someone's pet who wasn't being responsible enough to spay or neuter, or they simply moved and left them behind. And so as a result, they have only one choice, and that is to survive. They don't prefer people any more than we prefer to handle them. So what I do is actually go out and trap them. I take them to the vet, I have them spayed, neutered, and then they get a rabies shot. We clip their ears so that we know that they've had their vet work done. Then we network out to barn home, for barn homes like ranchers, farmers, warehouses, and then the cats get a job as a mouser. They are provided food, dry food, water, because if they don't have at least dry food, then they wander off, and a warm, dry place to sleep. The farmers get clean, healthy cats that don't reproduce in mass quantities or aren't sick and dying all over the place. What that does for the city is get the cats out of the city into the appropriate setting, and they're doing what they're naturally made to do. It's a big job. There is obviously a lot there. Funding is the most important issue. We pay $50 for our spays, we pay $24 for our neuters, and then a rabies shot is $10 on top of that. Sometimes cats need vet care. They may have an abscess, an eye infection. Could be a number of things. We also make sure they're dewormed and treated with Revolution, which is this. And what this does is prevents ear mites, fleas, ticks, and heartworm. And that's what we do. We're a nonprofit. It's all donation based, and so far, by the grace of God, we just keep on going. So that's what we do.
Whoa.